Hey guys, it's Sharon, and today we are getting ready together. It's a long one. I was chatty. I hope you like a good long chatty get ready with me. I love to watch these as I get ready, so I hope it's something that you enjoy. This is the final makeup look, of course. And today we are using all of the products in my year-end makeup capsule. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I will have that video linked down below and in the cards. Check that out if you want more information on that. And let's just go ahead and get ready together. I'm gonna start by pulling my hair back. I caved. I bought one of these silly headbands and I like it. I'm gonna start out with my facial mist. This is the Milani Clean Start Prep Step. It's almost completely gone. Love this. Next up, we're going to use my moisturizer because now that facial mist has set and feels nice and hydrated again, because I showered a while ago, but then I didn't put my moisturizer on. This is the Revolution Vitamin Base, Vitamin B, C, and E Nourishing Primer. What does that look like to you guys? To me, this looks like the Bobbi Brown face base, or whatever they call it. Vitamin enriched face base. I adore this. I have it on auto ship now on Amazon, and it's $12 a jar. I probably need to do the math and just see what that comes out to compared to the Bobbi Brown. The jar is a bit smaller, I think, than the Bobbi Brown, and I go through it faster because I'm a little bit more generous with what I put on. But I love this stuff, and I actually think I like it better than the Bobbi Brown because it has no fragrance. And if you've used Bobbi Brown, you know that it has that lemony fragrance. This is completely fragrance-free. I love it. I've gotten my friends hooked on it too. This is my third jar of this, and like I said, I liked it so much that I put it on auto ship, so I save even a little bit more money each time it ships. And I am going through about one of these a month and a half. That's been my cadence thus far. So good. Now the whole point of this makeup drawer is to use up what I have. So I am using my Rimmel Stay Matte because that is the next lowest primer that I have. So I don't really need a mattifying primer today. We're just gonna pop it like right here in the T-zone. This is also a little bit pore filling, which is nice. We're gonna prime the eyes next with my Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I have been using this bad boy since March of 2024. It is lasting me, I mean, ages. Like, I'm honestly ready for it to be done, but at the same time, I love it, and I actually already bought I've repurchased. It was on sale with Ulta, 40% off, and that's an excellent deal. And I even bought one for everyone in my family, all the females. So family, if you're watching this, you know what one of your Christmas gifts is. Going in with my Wet n Wild Brulee. Also, what the heck? Okay, so I had an old one that I had been using up, and it took me years to use up that Brulee eyeshadow. And then I had this one that I had bought a while ago because I thought I was going to use up mine. So I bought a restock, and I've been waiting to use it. Well, I finally used it up a couple months ago, and I started using this one, and oh my gosh, it has totally changed. Look at that. I've already got a big chunk out of it. Now another piece has broken. This is like the softest. I was so confused when people were saying that they fly through this eyeshadow. I'm like, why are you flying through it? Like, what? I didn't understand. Now I get it, because it's breaking to pieces and it's so soft now. You have to be careful. I think I first broke it because, of course, I wanted to tap my brush off on the side. Don't do that. That's what first broke it. So they totally changed something. I mean, it's still very nice, but yeah, they totally changed something. Okay, going in with my Love in London BH palette. That's what I'm focusing on right now, and today we're gonna focus on this shadow right here, Scone. It is almost used up. We are like on the crumbs of Scone. I have never used up a pan of eyeshadow before in my life, and I've been obsessively wearing makeup for the last 14 years, 15 years. I now have 2 replacement palettes of this BH Cosmetics Love in London palette that I've bought from people off Mercari. They both look brand new, like someone bought them and then never touched them, so I don't know what that's about, but I got them really cheap. I got one of them for like $4. And I just adore this palette. So now I have 2. I think overall this has been my favorite eye palette of all time, truly. I'm using the Sephora 26 brush. I love this. I think it came in a kit one year around the holidays. All right, now I'm going in with Big Ben. It's the one that I'm also working on panning. And we're just going to, of course, deepen that up a little bit. I have started to consume more beauty creators that cater to mature skin because now at the ripe age of 34, I am starting to see changes in my face, specifically my eyes and my eyelids. I've always had somewhat of a hooded eye, not completely, like you can still see my eyelid a little bit, but I've always kind of had some deeper set, more hooded eyes. They're worse now that I'm getting old and things are starting to droop. So I'm starting to have to rethink the way I apply eyeshadow. Erica Taylor I think she's on TikTok and like Instagram. I think she uploads her shorts to YouTube as well, but she doesn't make long form content, she does shorts. But I really enjoy watching her content because she's in her 40s, I think. Ooh, 3 birdies just landed in the bush right outside my window. Oh, they are so cute. Anyways, I like watching her. One thing she says is over the river and through the hood, which is funny to me. But just talking about how we need to bring our eyeshadow up a little bit higher now than we used to, and also not do the outer V, which as a millennial, I've got a hold on the outer V, and it's a habit I am trying very hard to break, and it's not exactly easy. But I understand why I need to break it because when my face is resting, there's less of that outer V. Like there's more just eyelid droopage happening. Like we're just not as lifted as we used to be. Okay, now we're going in with one of my favorites. I've talked about this for years. It's the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Yogurt. And I put this on the lid where I'm going to put my shimmer shade because I like to intensify and help that shimmer shade have something to grip to. Of course, the eyeshadow primer helps with that, but I find adding this little bit of color really helps. I'm gonna use my Sigma E54 and go in with Lolly right here. It's got a really nice dent in it. It's just a pretty, like, shimmery pink. I do just find that it comes across more brightly pink when I use the NYX eye pencil. And I don't drag that pencil all the way out. I pretty much just do it on this inner part, kind of to mid-lid. And that's where I concentrate it. But look how nice that looks. I mean, I think it looks nice. Okay, then I'm going in with my MAC 217 shader, and I'm gonna go in with a Duchess, which is kind of a purple shimmer. And I'm not necessarily doing the outer V, I'm just doing this blank space right here to add just a tiny bit of definition. I guess it's sort of the outer V. See, I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I guess it is. We're outer V'ing it up. I said I wasn't going to, and here I am. Okay, shadow done. Eyeliner next. My Too Faced Better Than Sex in Chocolate, my favorite. That tip is so sharp, it almost hurts. I love it. Eyeliner done. Now we are going to clean up under the eyes with a little bit of a Bioderma and a cotton round. This is why, because if you can see, I've got a lot of shimmer fallout because I just like to be messy. I don't like to worry about it when I'm doing my eyeshadow. So I just don't try to stay clean. I just, you know, do what I need to do and clean it up later. Now we're going in with two of my oldest mascaras. One is my CoverGirl Lash Primer that is almost a year old now. But it's been going strong because I don't use it all the time. I opened it in December of 24. And then I'm also using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Platinum, which I opened in March of 25. So trying to use my oldest products. That was the whole goal. Do love this primer. It is, in my opinion, the best lash primer that I've tried, and I've tried a lot of them. I've tried the Dior, well, have I tried Dior? Maybe I haven't tried Dior, because that one's so expensive. I've tried the Lancome. Don't love that one. I used the Essence one for a long time. I actually still have that one, I think. I do like it. It's a bit wetter. I've just found I really like this CoverGirl one. It's got the rubber wand. It's not quite so wet. I do feel like it really helps intensify and just, you know, give the mascara a little more oomph. And that's what we want out of a mascara, right? I mean, I'm looking for oomph. Pretty good. Can you see my, where is he? My sidekick right there, that's Rudy. Pippi's to the side over here, you can't see her, but that's Rudy back there in the green bed. If you've been following me at all, you know that we've had two pugs for the longest time, Franny and Pippi. We had to put Franny down this summer. She was very old. I thought she was old when I adopted her when she was 9. She lived like another 8 years, I think it was. I forget how long, 8 years? She lived a long time, like oldest pug I've ever had. Loved her to death. She was wonderful, but it was her time to go. And we were a 1-pug household there for a little while, which was kind of nice. Less responsibility. Pippi's really low maintenance. But my mom has 4 dogs, and they were wreaking havoc on her home and her mental state. And so Rudy was my mom's pug, and she asked that we take him in, so we said, okay. So we're back to a 2-pug household, and now we have sweet Rudy boy back there. He's snoozing, he fits in great, so we're happy to have him. I did just put more moisturizer on under my eyes. That has been key, especially if you're gonna wipe away your shadow fallout, you need to re-moisturize. And popping this under my eyes again, especially after I wiped it away, where it's just fresh, and I do kind of a thick amount too, it makes my concealer look so much better. If you are over 30, you need to be doing that. With whatever moisturizer you use it, pop some on. As long as it plays well with your concealer, pop some on under your eyes. I'm telling you, it has been the biggest change in how my makeup looks doing that, and I've only been doing it for a few months, and I will not go back to anything else. Okay, before I go in with foundation, we're gonna conceal a little bit. Got my Bobbi Brown concealer in Light Bisque, and then we're gonna just pop it under my eyes, of course. I like this brush from IT Cosmetics. I got it during the 21 Days of Beauty. They had it as one of their beauty steals, and I really like it. It's their concealer brush. I also have the Angie Hot and Flashy one from BK Beauty, but honestly I like this one better. It's a lot thicker. So I still use this, but ultimately I think I like this one from IT Cosmetics better. It's just as expensive, so I would definitely try to get it on sale if you're interested. All right, now the foundation we're using is the Maybelline Eraser. So you know the concealer is so popular, but no one talks about the foundation anymore, and they still make it. So a while ago I was curious. You just twist it up just like you do with the eraser, and it comes out the top. I actually really like using this because I can just, you know, smear it all over. This is definitely a light coverage to maybe medium, like, and I really, you know, spread it on. All I'm gonna do next is blend it, like we've got a mask of foundation on, but I love that applicator. I think it's really fun. And I also love when I can see like how much product I've used. So I'm about halfway through that. I'm gonna use sponge to blend her in. You could also use a brush. I've done that and it works nicely. And this gives a natural finish, maybe even a little bit natural matte. At least that's what I kind of think. It kind of sets down pretty quickly. Like I had to work pretty quick. It's not an overly hydrating foundation, but if you're someone that's looking for ease of application, which being able to just smear it all over your face, ease of application for sure. Light, I don't feel any heaviness on the skin at all. Feels nice and light, blends in so fast. This shade might be a little bit light for me, but when I can put on some blush and bronzer, it's not so bad. I'm gonna pop a little bit more on that blemish because you can see it really doesn't disguise anything. It really doesn't. It is a lightweight foundation, but if you're just needing a little bit, just a little bit, you know, a little bit of evening out. If I didn't have that blemish there, it would look a lot better. It would look a lot better. Yeah, I like this. I feel like no one talks about it, and I like it. I think it wears really well all day. I think it looks very natural. I think it's great. And then I'm going in with the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. I love this. And this has a true, like, cool to neutral undertone. I don't know. I think it's more neutral in my opinion than cool, but maybe cool. And then we're gonna blend it in. I think I'm actually gonna use, instead of my sponge, this BK Beauty brush. I don't know, just for something different. I really love this Neutrogena concealer. It's so hydrating, but light. It just adds a little bit of extra coverage and brightness. My trash truck just went by, so that might be what we're hearing there. But look how nice that blended in. So quick. I like to blend it with a sponge as well. I just love the shade. If you are similar skin tone to me, this is the shade Ivory. They don't have a whole lot of shades, so it's probably gonna be hard to find one that works exactly for you, but if you're near my skin tone, that Ivory one is great, especially if you lean cool to neutral. We're going in with my Westman Atelier bronzer contour stick in Biscuit. This is another thing I've started doing. I'm doing my contour much higher and more like lifted than ever before, instead of down in the hollows of my cheek, because I want my face to look lifted and not, you know, down. I'm gonna use that same small brush to blend her in. This is just one of those products now that I think I've had it for 2 years, maybe even 3 years. I can't exactly remember when I bought it, but it's still going strong, and it was so expensive that, like, why am I not using it every day, you know? And I really like it, and it really works more as like a bronzer. I would say that's very bronze. I'm gonna go over it with my sponge in a minute, don't worry. But it's not so, like, it still has a little bit of coolness to it, so I feel like it's sort of a bronzer contour, you know, situation. I do really, really like it. I think it's really nice, very expensive. We're making good progress on it, but I definitely want to get use out of that and not let it go bad. Then we're gonna do a powder bronzer. This is my Hoola Light. The name of the game is more right now, while I'm trying to use up this product that I've spent my money on. We're not trying to get this stuff to last. I'm trying to get it used up. Let's get rid of it, you know? Okay, we're gonna do my MAC Go Play Blush in Blush Please. And I'm just gonna take my Sephora 56, pat her in, I do like this Blush Please shade. This is the only one that I've kept. I had 2 other of these Glow Play shades that I have decluttered and thrown away because they were so old and they were looking really gross. Like they just had too much stuff like stuck in the cream that it just felt yucky, you know? Now we're blushy. Now we have more color. But we're not done there. We're going in with Physicians Formula Butter Blush in Plum Rose. And I'm using my Flower Beauty highlighter brush. I don't know if they still make this or not, but if they do, I'll link it because it is actually my favorite powder brush for blush. Sorry, for blush. I think it's a little bit big for highlighter in my opinion, but I love it for blush, especially for my face shape. I feel like my face is kind of small, or like my head. Like I don't have a lot of surface area to deal with. So I really like the smallness of this brush. It feels very like, I don't know, like I can really concentrate the blush where I want it. Okay, then I'm going in with my Physicians Formula, like shimmer, whatever this is. Shimmer brick. We're adding all the glow back. We should do those eyebrows before you guys have to stare at that any longer. I did just get them waxed yesterday, so at least they're looking pretty nice and groomed. This is the ABH Brow Definer in Taupe. Not my favorite brow pencil, but it's one that I had in my backup makeup drawer. I'm assuming I bought it during a sale, like a 21 Days of Beauty. That's my guess. I have several brow pencils actually in my backup like overflow drawer, and I'm not exactly sure how I got all of them. I actually think maybe some of them came in like a BoxyCharm, so that means they're pretty old because I haven't had a BoxyCharm subscription in like 2 years. Then the ABH Clear Brow Gel, not my favorite either, but one that I have. I also have backups of this, so I'll be using ABH Clear Brow Gel for a while because it's what I have. Okay, like look how good that under eye concealer is since I moisturized, you know? Like it's not creasing like at all. Like I was gonna go in with my sponge and touch it up. I actually just did this eye. Look at this eye. There's like nothing settling in the fine lines and creases. It's amazing. We are gonna set, because again, the name of the game is use the product. So we're using my matte mineralized skin finish in Light Plus, and I'm using my Morphe brush here, the M136 powder. I like it. It's like this like weird paddle shape. I really like it. We're just using the powder because we have the powder, okay? Did I need it? No. This foundation I really don't think needs powder, at least not for me. But we're using it because we have it. The lip liner we're working on is the Revlon Color Stay in Nude. We are just gonna line the lips. We're just lining them. And NARS Dolce Vita. They don't make this kind of lipstick anymore. But I love it. It's my favorite. And then we're using the Ulta Matte Veil Setting Spray. This was a little travel size that I had for my trip to Disney. And we fan it away. So there you have it, a very natural while still being extra kind of look. You can see that I'm not too matte. I have some glow to the face. Love the eyes. This shadow combo I did today, excellent, love it. Love the lip, it's a go-to favorite. I will be sad when I use up these lipsticks completely, but I have 3 that I'm still trying to work through. I do love that lip so much. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. It looks good. I think it looks good. I hope you think it looks good. I hope this was fun. I love getting ready with other beauty YouTubers. If you like to film, get ready with me, let me know down below. I'd love to check out your channel and get ready with you in the morning, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.